Okay,
Yes.
we're live.
Yeah, we are live. What's going on, people? Good to see you. Don't see you.
We don't see you, but it's good to hear from you.
Good to see. Good to see you. I like.
It's good to see that your spirit in the chat.
Good to have you. Listen.
Yes, guys. Hey, yeah, exactly. We have a few people here. Hey, what's up, guys? What's up, Amanda Hulst? We have Sue. We have Brittany. We have Lucas. What's up, brother? We have Jesse, and we have Clara. People are joining in, but I think they get used to it that we're the only time.
Yeah.
We're actually 2 minutes before 9 o'clock. So congratulations to you guys, and congratulations to us.
You look like you look like you are somewhere in the jungle.
Okay, this house, I have no idea. Every house that here, it's a rental, right? And if I show you guys, every house we see have a Spider-Man, has Minnie Mouse, has Mickey Mouse, but this one, look at that, has Avatar.
Oh, so cool.
It's like, you know what I'm saying, So everyone asked me about the same thing. It was like, are you in the jungle? And yeah, it's I feel very bad for David because I came here and I actually brought the rain with me. So and storm. So yeah, brother.
It's been raining also here, man, for the whole week, man.
I never seen stuff like this. Like literally 8 to 10 days non-stop raining. I even got a leak. I mean, I got just a question, $1,000. Yeah, you got a small, leak, $1,000. Okay, thank you for the rain.
Thank you again. You know what? That's at least $1,000. I got a hole in my Canada. It's actually cost $25,000. So at least it's thousands. Very good.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you so much, guys. Hey, we know how to pick them. That's how I tell them. So, guys, anything new with you guys? What's happening? What's going on with your week before we start this beautiful Q&A?
All good, man. Working as always, working hard, man. Meetings, Amazon, all good, brother.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. So you know what? I think the guys are ready to ask some questions. So guys, leave your question here and let us know what's up. Brittany says, how is it going, Danilo, Saad, and David? I'm doing very fine. And I assume the same for my two beautiful gentlemen here. I'm done. He's a spy. Don't try to say otherwise, Saad. Weekly new location suspicious. Yes. Next time you're going to see me at Amazon warehouse. That's how I'm going to do my Q&A. Avatar is awesome. It depends. If you're at night, you see them, it looks very creepy. But hey, yeah, whatever. As you know what? That's one of the things that I don't know how people in Orlando feels. Everywhere he goes, Minnie Mouse, Mickey Mouse. You should, guys, really hate Disney at the end if anybody lives here. No? Every sign has Disney has. But yeah. Okay, so we have a question. Are you guys ready?
We're ready, brother.
All right. So the first question says from Mr. Tony. What's up, Tony? He says, what are the rules for bundling, or where can I get the info on bundling?
This is a rule. I mean, well, this you need to go with something that makes sense. Obviously, convenience, value, all those are factors that you need to take in consideration. Where to find the bundle or the add-ons? We use Amazon. There's a section called frequently back together. Always looks there because that's what people are buying to get. That's most of the time it's going to give you a great idea. Also, go for looking Alibaba. Go to your main supplier webpage. Most of the time you're going to find add-ons over there. And just look at the reviews. Look at the reviews. Sometimes a lot of people are asking for a 2-pack or 4-pack, stuff like that. Just look at what people are asking for. And based on that, you can also build your bundle. But it's not a specific rule. I mean, just don't get crazy about it. Always look at the numbers. Make sure that you are getting the profit. You're being profitable after adding all the value to your product. And that you're going to stay competitive with your price. That would be my advice.
Yeah, I just want to add, I mean, usually when you think about bundling products, think in a way that you're going to complete the experience of use of the main product, and not just put different things together. You're selling customers an experience. How can you make that experience the best one on the market? And so you need to be careful when you bundle, because sometimes people make the mistake of spending too much for the add-on, or because the add-on, they will spend too much in shipping, or the size of the actual package will increase, and so you end up spending more money. Or they bundle, for example, multiple main products together. When you bundle, try to follow like these three specific rules. The add-ons should always be like something smaller, lighter, and cheaper than the main product. Otherwise, it wouldn't make much sense. Again, if it's smaller, it's fine. If it's lighter, it's fine. And if it's cheaper, that's the way it's supposed to be. If you're selling a coffee mug, you cannot give a coffee mug machine as an add-on, because otherwise it's not going to make sense. So try things that really make sense and complete the experience of use. And as I mentioned before, try not to combine main products together, because in that case, you can end up like confusing your customers that they want one of them. They're looking for one of the products, but they don't want the other one. And so you shrink your market to a narrow market, and you don't want to do that. Other than that, guys, focus on the experience. Focus on the experience and how can you make the experience the best possible. And that's how you have good ideas about bundling.
I mean, if you look on Amazon, I can see all the time like the stupidest, crazy bundles ever. Like when the fidget spinners, everybody will use a fidget spinner to bundle. Like, you're just crazy. You find a coffee mug and a fidget spinner.
Yes.
Right, like, that was stupid, in my opinion. And I just met one of my customers, it's a silver member. So this guy went deep into the reviews, and he found out that a lot of people were asking for a set of two. So this is a saturated market when it comes to price, and the price are $7, $9. But he discovered this market for people that are actually asking for a set of two. So he did just that, and he's selling obviously higher than everybody else, but there is a market for him, and he's selling really well. We just went through the PPC campaigns, 15, 20% ACOS. First campaign that he's launching, he's selling really well. So, and it is a bundle. So that's a way to bundle things, like just putting two products together. The same product, like in a set of 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever.
Lucas says, guys, I'm trying to work on building system and SOPs. Can you give any advice to how to be right on that? Actually, Lucas, you know what? I'm working on some standard operating procedures. Takes time. There's no specific way, but you need to be very comprehensive, and you have to have the steps very well. I'm not sure about your case, Lucas, because I'm not sure if you already launched or not. But if you haven't, it's going to be a little bit difficult to be able to get it, because you need to do it first to be able to write everything according to how you conduct your business. So for me, I think once you launch and you know the exact way that how you run your business, you'll be able to run it. I'm working on it because I already know a lot of things. So I'm working on some SOPs, but it's a little bit hard because there's a lot of webs and a lot of things that you need to be connecting with each other. But yeah, it takes a lot of time. It takes maybe a year also, sometimes 6 months to 1 year. So yeah, but it's very helpful.
The question, I agree with what you said, Saad. And the question that I answered before, or that we answered before, was actually Tony Cirino, the guy that was, we were missing the questions last.
That's what he says. He said, I asked the question, LOL, can you see it today?
Man, I'm glad that we get them back. So,
hey, it was a bug. We go get it fixed. Amanda Hall says, hope you and family having a wonderful holiday, Saad. You know what? I tried to say it's a holiday, but actually I have 15 meetings I have already done. So, and the weather is bad. So, yeah, I'm not going to talk much about that. But yeah, it was a beautiful time with the family. Swimming pool is here, which is a little bit of help. But other than that, it was a great one. Thank you so much. Are you still in Florida? Yes, I'm still in Florida. I'm going to be leaving on Friday. I might go to another city and see what's up there, and I'll let you know what I'm going to be landing or where I'm going to be. I'll see where the car is going to get me. I'm going to keep driving until I run out of gas.
Bro, if you can pass by Atlanta, just let me know. I'll pay the gasoline.
Right now he said right in the middle. So he does. I mean, should I go down? Should I go up?
Actually, I'm going to go up. Okay, I might go through Georgia, Atlanta, and then pass through. So I might come visit you.
And a McDonald's burger.
Yeah, so please, yeah, that would be awesome. Oh, Chick-fil-A. And yeah, I'll let you know, guys. I actually wanted to come to Miami, David, 100%. I swear to you, I want to come to Miami and visit. But as you know, the weather was bad. I don't want to risk the family there. But it's not going to be my first my only vacation or my only time to Florida. So I'll be coming again. Tyree says, if getting my product ordered is taking longer than expected, how can I determine now if the market is now too saturated and should I start over with a new product?
I would say focus on differentiation. And if you differentiate our way, a market is not supposed to get saturated quickly. I believe there's no such thing as a saturated market if there's demand. Your goal is to find a way to make yourself different and give reasons to your customers why they should be buying from you. If you only focus on one product, like on the product itself and the price, that's where the market gets saturated because you got no differentiation. So definitely focus on differentiation and find ways to be the best on the market in a way that it's going to be difficult for other people to copy you. That means that you need to do more work at the beginning, and that will pay off later.
I couldn't agree more with you, brother Danilo. And this is one of the things, actually, I found myself into a product that it gets saturated by the time I order the product. But I had my differentiation was very good, and that's what helped me to be able to sell very well. And I agree with you. It doesn't matter if saturation, as long as you have the differentiation and do not compete with the price. I am 100% with you. I think you will look different. And the mistake I did when you said pricing, and I said, oh my God, you're right, 100%. I lowered my price according to other people. And what happened, I'm actually not getting good sales. When I start raising my price by $5 more, that's when people said, oh, okay, he's giving all that. Now it justifies why the price is higher. And I agree with you. If it's, any niche is going to get saturated, but you need to look different and unique. And Danilo is spot on, brother, spot on. Gracia says, how would you determine if the market is saturated?
You gotta look at the BSR. I mean, price will be the first thing that will be, you know, the first indication. I mean, you see everybody selling for $9, $8, $7. Chinese sellers all over the place, FBM's sellers, and then you go through 1, 2, 3, 4 pages, and you see the same product all over the place. So that would be an indication. A lot of reviews, you know, a lot of sellers with a lot of reviews. That's another indication. So yeah.
Jackson Trigg says, could we get a quick explanation on shipping marks and what to expect from how things will work with the freight forwarder doing a split air-sea shipment? Okay, air-sea shipment. With a freight forwarder, will it be more or less? Explain what you want them to and pay them, and they take care of it. Guys, I think just the question is basically, it's how you be able to split them, air and sea shipping, and how would you go about it?
I mean, it's just gonna be two different shipments. You're gonna pay separate. You're gonna pay them for. I mean, let's say you have 1,000 units and you want to send 700 through sea. You're gonna pay. I mean, they're gonna give you the quotation for 700 units FOB. You're gonna pay for that, and then they're gonna give you their quotation, the quote for 300 units by air. So that's basically two shipments. That's what you need to do.
Spot on. Lucas, you're right, brother. Jackson says his second question, if I send in couple sample unit of my product into Amazon FBA as a PPC general sales test, would I want to create a whole new listing when my actual product arrives for a skeleton hack? Jackson, I will never recommend that you do only 2 products. A couple is not enough. I would recommend at least 50 to 100 for me, to be able to see if it's really good. At the same time, I mean, this kind of strategy, I don't know if the guys will agree with me or not. It's only valid if you have a product that you're not sure 100% about it, and you'll be able to want to get it in because you don't know the data is just a little bit of fluctuation. Oh, you know what? You want to test it. You have a good hunch about it, but the data is not that great. You'll be able to do it. Or the second thing you'll be able to do it is to be able to get other keywords or products that comes from PPC when you do the testing for that specific product. And for sure, you need a brand new listing with a new UPC code or whatever you need to do. And it's better to have it bundled if you were going the PPC route to be able to find other products that are similar to this. What do you think, guys, about that?
Well, I totally agree with you, man. And I mean, I think this strategy is really good for finding new markets. When you want to find new markets, or like raising trends and stuff like that, that's a great system. Other than that, if you we have so many tools today that tells you how many sales per month, how many sales per day, how many sales every minute. So basically, you know if a market has demand or not. And at that point, you all need to focus on differentiation. But again, if your goal right now is to find the newer product, the newest product, and you want to be the first on the market, that's the way to go. You want to test several markets, you want to test several products, get like a small batch of unit. I agree with Saad, at least 50 should be to have a a decent actually results on data, and then use their strategy. Otherwise, if it's a market that already has is already saying like 4,000 or 5,000 sales a month, I think you just need to go there and make your own differentiation and sell it.
That's actually what we're gonna be teaching in China this fall. So.
And that's why we'll teach that in China, right? That's why we go to China to actually explain that, because that's the right moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And actually to capitalize on being first to market.
Right.
And people, you know what I mean? That's where we're trying to find something that, when we're saying with example, but the Yeti tumbler, when someone found it, it's actually something that already happened in China, Thailand, I think, invented. And we're just trying to find something that's similar. We can bring it in first to market and then build the trend. We'll be the trendsetters. So that's the point of it.
Yeah.
And also, Ivan says, are you able to change the product after you have started a listing already? Have sales and reviews. For example, change color, packaging, add accessory, and make a bundle.
Yeah, you can always do that. You can change the color. You can add variations. So you can change the color of the existing one. It's all about replenishing and substituting the actual inventory. Make a bundle. That's up to you. If the next batch you want to make a bundle, you can send a bundle or just create a new variation for the bundle itself. Packaging, yeah, you can change packaging. That these things relate to the product more than the listing, and you can pretty much do all the things that you actually mentioned. So yeah,
just making sure that you change all the information on the listing. You don't want to give the customer the wrong information, so then they receive the product and say, hey, this is not what I was expecting. This happened to me once, but was with the reviews. So I make a small change on the product. And some of the customers that review the product, they leave the pictures, and the pictures of the product that they add to the review section were actually different than the product I was showing already, which is an upgrade of that product. And I got one customer that contacted me and said, hey, what is going on? This is not what I was expecting. I was reading the reviews. I checked this picture. It's different. So what I did, I say, I apologize. I gave her a refund, and I got another review. That's basically, that's nothing to be worried about that.
You mentioned a very great point, David, and I actually I had an incident with one of the clients, and one of the clients that I know, and a friend of mine, and basically didn't follow up with what you just said. Is actually having an issue with the customer. Instead of actually refunding them and sending them a new product, that just is like, oh, who cares? This is it, and that's it. And basically got A to Z claim, which has hurt their metrics. Actually gets suspended for it because repeated 4 times. So I think the strategy you do, guys, if anything happens, please treat the customer very well. It's only one product. Refund them the full amount. Send them a new product. You will turn into a negative into positive, whether it's review or seller feedback. So please do it, because I've seen it this week and I felt so bad. And it's really hard to get back the account. It takes a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks even sometimes. So lawyers and all this stuff.
My approach is always the same. I apologize. We're going to refund you the money so you can buy a new product. Or sometimes if the customer is really angry, you can just refund the money and, hey, we're going to send you a brand new unit totally free. That's just great. You got to think long term here.
Audrey says, hi, sorry I'm late. Oh, sorry. So you know what? You're late. We're not going to answer any questions, Audrey. You cannot ask any question now. No. We have a question for Audrey. Says, what are the benefits or negatives? What are the benefits or the negatives for being a business seller on Amazon? I seem to have a lot of business customers.
I think it really depends on the type of product and niche and market that you're in. If you believe you are in a market that, for example, you are into the office products, right? In that case, you might want to have a business account, because actually we have an experience with one of our members. He's a gold member, and he has a business account. He's in the office category, and it works great for him. The other day, he had ordered 60 units, Why? Because offices are like office managers. They do want to buy like in bulk these products for their facilities, for their offices, or for the workers. If you're selling, toys, maybe you don't need that. I think it really depends on the product and niche that you're in. If it's something that can be sold in bulk, and there's actually a demand, there could be a demand for it. Definitely do it. If it's like a different product, don't do it. I think it depends on the market.
Absolutely. Office product, anything with industrial equipment, for example, bathroom stuff, cups and coffee mugs, coffee cups, paper ones, plastic stuff. These all business to business really will order them again. And actually, Amazon pushing through this, this one click thing that, replenishables, and you just give them a little discount, but you get a better quantity. I actually was, if you saw my old ones, I used to say, "Oh, what is business to business? They're already giving a good price," and I was like against it. But actually, no, I rolled myself in it, and yes, it's very good thing to do.
Yeah, they also contact you. They make you offers that you can accept. Okay, I want 50 units. We just set this price. You cannot negotiate on Amazon and stuff.
I was too good for them. No, I don't do business to business. No, but
you want 100 units at the same time? Oh no.
No. You want my price? Take it or leave it, please. Tyree says, what should we specifically focus on before signing the purchase contract with the manufacturer? What can we negotiate on the most? How do we know we are getting a fair price for the first time?
I always focus on my, like, when I identify the buyer that I want to buy from, I focus on personal relation with them. I said this many times, guys. I always like to meet with them, and for like on a Skype call. For me, meeting with them and building a relation, it's maybe the most important thing. Mostly for the first order, because you need to establish that at the beginning. And then once you do that, and then you get an ongoing type of business relationship. You don't need to again talk with them too much. But at the beginning, like once you identify your one supplier, build a relation with them, and you're gonna obtain different things. You're gonna get, first of all, they will work for you better. They will do more for you, and they will also give you a better price if needed, because they see that you're actually a reliable buyer, a reliable. You're not like a one-time buyer, for example. So I would say always when it's the first time, focus on relation. Then of course, check the quotes, check the price, check the contract. But these are things that come automatic if you build a relation with them.
I actually have a question for you guys. I would like to get your opinion on that. Let's say you're negotiating with a supplier, and you're trying to get a product that actually that you're very interested in. The demand is good and everything, but then you find out that actually the supplier themselves are selling the product in Amazon. What do you think about that? Would you still do the product? Would you still do business with them or not?
No, maybe not. I mean, it depends if you give the differentiation to them. Definitely I would not do it. Even if you don't give the differentiation to them, and they're selling on Amazon, it's easy for them to also create the same bundle that you create, or the same differentiation. They buy the same stuff from China. So if I know that one of my suppliers is selling on Amazon themselves, that's something that really frees me right there, because it's not just about differentiation, right? At the point. And actually had a similar experience in the past, and I cut bridges with this supplier. But that will concern me a little bit, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be as.
Would you buy the same product from other supplier, because all the products are almost the same? Would you buy it from other supplier?
That would change, because just because my supplier wouldn't know, like I wouldn't hand him my whole differentiation. Like many times with my suppliers, I give them the differentiation, so they bundle everything for me and then ship it to Amazon. That could be a positive point.
I mean, it depends on the way that you differentiate your product. I mean, if you differentiate it with bundling, I mean, it's a freaking supplier in China. If we can find the add-ons, they can do as well. So that won't be a problem for them. I think if you're making the product from scratch, like your own mold, everything else, it will be fine. But overall, I don't like the idea.
Okay. All right. Sue says, Saad, you're the arbitrage king. Would you recommend this for us here in Australia? Would it work without Prime? You know what? The main focus for me when we do our retail arbitrage prime has to be we do some merchant fulfillment fulfilled, but it's only for specific situations. Actually, Australia is um, very new market, and honestly it's very hard for us to gauge. Even in Canada, it's I think it's a little bit better than Australia, and still the demand is very low. If you wanted to do it, Sue, you actually can do it in the States already. You have, I know your situation very well, and you can do it through the US account that you have by just hiring a prep center, the same one that I recommended to you, the one that you already have. Get the products from online, buy them, send them to them. They prep them, and they will send them to Amazon on your behalf. The only thing you will need to do is basically get a product with higher margins, because you need to factor in your fees for the fees for packaging the product, preparing the product, and everything, and sending it to Amazon. That's only for prep centers. So you just need a higher margin products because you're not doing everything by yourself. So for me, do it in US because you have everything, and I know what you have and I know your account. So I think you should do it in the US. Is much better than Australia, and you will get more return on your investment.
I've been,
Uh,
I've been studying retail arbitrage a lot over the last 3 weeks, like a lot. My mother-in-law. This is a very funny story. My mother-in-law, which I love my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law.
Is your wife watching or something? Bro, is your wife watching or something?
Yes. So she has been working in this. It's a Winn Dixie, where she's not getting paid like $9-10 an hour, just something like that. It's nothing. So my wife, she have been telling me, no, because I want you to teach her. I mean, I don't have time for that. So I asked my wife, take my phone. I mean, I already engaged on Nike and all the shoes. So take her to T Max and Ross, something like that, and just show her how it works. So she was constantly on the phone with me. So they actually went there 2 hours. In 2 hours, they found 5 different pair of shoes, so like Nike, Adidas, Puma, plus some other items. So in 2 hours, we make all the calculations based on the BSR. You have to take all these in consideration: how many sellers, the price. Was about $130 in 2 hours, just with this product that they found in 2 hours. So I explained to her, you see, this is the power of Amazon. Like this lady, my mother-in-law, she needs to work 2 freaking days to make that kind of money, like easily. And you go to Amazon, just do some research, buy it, small investment, very, very safe investment, and you get the money like that easy. So no matter where you are right now, I mean, it just doesn't matter. It's retail arbitrage, private label, you can make money in this business like so easy. It's almost ridiculous.
And the opportunity in the US is huge. I go everywhere here. I'm baffled. I was like, really? People say they can't find products. I mean, only here in Orlando, I see everywhere's an outlet. Everywhere there's something that is special. You go to Walmart, you go to Target, they always have a clearance aisles. You should be able to really source. It's very easy. And you're right. With the shoes, there's a big margins. You buy something for $50, you'll be able to make $25 extra. And this is the average, and it's really, really profitable.
This is right here. I mean, you got it for $34.99, so 35 plus taxes, and it's actually being sold at 75. That's the average. So there is some sellers selling at 80, something at 90. It's just crazy. I mean, that's a very easy way to make money. You have to do nothing. You just buy the money, ship it to Amazon, just let Amazon do it for you. I mean, it's just so freaking easy. That's why I don't like it. I every time that I got someone telling me, oh, I mean, I can't do this because I don't got money, man, that's ridiculous. Very small investment, you can make the money really quick with retail arbitrage, and then boom, jump to private label. It's not just education.
I think we have a question for Danilo. I think Danilo is the master at this. Luke is asking a question. Says, guys, 1 product, 2 colors, 1 listing, 2 variations, or 2 listings. Please speak to why you may consider either, or if you even can.
Yeah, okay, but here it depends on the strategy that you want to apply, right? Let's start from one thing, okay? The more visibility you have on Amazon page, the more chances of making sales you have. Meaning, if you have like 25, 30 listings on the main page, and you get to occupy 2 or 3 spots with 2, 3 different variations. So in this case, 2, 3 separate listings plus for example, 2 or 3 sponsor ads, so a total of 5, 6 listings on page 1, how much do you think your chances of making sale will increase? Quite a bit, because now you have more real estate and more visibility. This is actually one of the hacks that we are also having to the launch or build stage, I believe. So that's the positive side of splitting the listings. Okay, you have more real estate and increase your chances of making sales. The downsides of having the listing splits are, one, of course, that the reviews, you will have to get reviews for each one of the listings, and will be more will be harder to rank all those listings all the way to the top of the page, because at the end of the day, if a customer wants to buy a product, they only want to buy 1 unit or 2 or whatever. But let's say they want to buy 1 unit, so they will buy 1 color. So you will only be ranking that specific color, and that means that the other colors, for example, will be more difficult to rank. Usually, the ones that are easier to rank are the most neutral colors, like, because you ask about colors, so that's why I'm talking about colors in this case. So white, black, transparent, things like that. And it gets harder to rank other colors, like green, blue, yellow, and stuff like that. Why? Because people usually they tend to feel safer when they buy a product, and so they want to buy the most neutral one. Usually, a good strategy is to launch a product by creating variations. Okay, so you have one listing with all the variations in there. So at the beginning, you will be leveraging the fact that you will get reviews in one basket, and you don't need to struggle finding more reviews. And then once you are making sales and ranking, and all those sales are going to the same basket, it will actually be easier for you later to split those listings and then get more real estate at that point. So that's the way you could do it. You could start with one listing, get reviews on it, start making sales, run sponsor ads. And then once you're ranking, once you're making sales, once you are established, you can actually split the listing. In the meantime, of course, try to get reviews also for the other listings. Otherwise, when you split them, one will have like 100 reviews, and the other one will have like 5. So make sure to keep getting reviews. But that's pretty much it, guys. There are like pros and cons on both strategies. I use both, and for me, splitting was always very, very successful, because at the end of the day, the more you show up, the more sales you make. Like the overall sales increases because you have more visibility. The overall ranking for each listing may decrease, but you still make more sales, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? But you need to test, guys. It also depends on the markets. I believe markets, they play a huge role in this case. Products. So you need to test the product which you're gonna sell. I would say in your case, start with one listing, one basket, put all the colors in there, and then once you're established, split them, and then be aggressive with PPC. So you get, in your case, I think you're gonna have 3 colors or 2, I don't remember. So you get 4 or 6 listings on page 1. And that's where you can actually scale it.
Here, you heard it all, Lucas. Brittany says we are taking a page from Seth, and we are selling everything that we can of the belongings from home to use as a capital for new product, thinking on using Indiegogo as well. This is awesome, Brittany. So basically, Brittany, they have only a couch. She sold everything. She got this addiction. She's selling everything. Everything, honey, everything. Give me your clothes. I'm selling that too. Honey, one outfit. So that's great, actually. You know what? That's how we most of us started. That's how I started too. I sold everything that I have, mostly my wife's books. I was against books. I was like, use audio is lighter. Jackson Rick says, I'm not sure about the question, guys, but if you know it, please go ahead. Says, what Jackson Trick says, what about shipping marks? Quick explanation. Sorry, should have made that its own question. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the answer. It's the same question we're saying about splitting the C and express shipping or plain shipping. What's shipping mark? I'm not sure about that. Do you guys?
Shipping mark, it's an identifying word or symbol or number that you place on the actual package on the master carton. During the shipping, that will have the information of the the delivery, the consignee, whoever is going to receive the products. Usually when you do air express shipping, you don't need to worry about that. That's more in case you actually have a freight forwarder. As a general rule, guys, always put on the master cartons. Ask always the suppliers to put all the information about the product. So what's in the box, how many units, what's the size, write made in China, write the address and name of the company that's been shipped from, and put as many information as you can on the outside of the master carton, and you should be fine. Again, if you do Air Express, you don't need to worry about any of this.
Shipping labels, basically. I don't know. Okay, I just gonna get it. Okay, Jackson, you got it. Audrey says, when is the Facebook training course coming out? I know some people are doing that, but I'm not sure. Do you know them, guys?
We have been working really hard on that. We have been working on the platform before anything else. Like, we got about 1,000 courses coming over. We just need the platform to be done, which is it's almost done, because we, as Seth was showing last week, it's just beautiful. It's going to be amazing. So, most likely in the coming weeks after we finish the platform, all the courses are going to be will be added to that platform. You guys will have access to that. So yeah, it's going to be amazing. We got so much content, so much information to share with you guys. So yes.
Yeah. And any recommendation on video to watch to ManyChat Zapier codes on Facebook? Man, I'm so impressed with ManyChat. I actually started looking into it. Man, ManyChat, I think, is the thing, man. I think, guys, if anybody wants to do it, but has to come with both of them. Has to be Facebook ads. You have to have Facebook page to get the traffic to your Facebook page. From your Facebook page, you can include your ManyChat, which is going to be a quick automation. So anybody comments on that specific post in your page, you'll be able to get automated, and you'll be able to contact them. It's going to be like an email sequence, but for comments and Messenger. And the open rate is over 80%, and I think that's the way to go, man. I'm reading more about it right now, actually, and learning more. Do you guys know anything about that?
Yeah, but actually, it's going to be part of the Facebook course as well, and that plus phone messages, not just Messenger, but also the message on your phone number have the highest opening rate, over 80%, as you said. And that's that's also used, for example, let's say people that sell not just Amazon, your own store, for example, right? And you have people that goes to your cart and they don't buy. You can actually retarget those people, contact them later and say, hey man,
it's crazy.
You didn't buy these, and then you send them another email the second day, or another message, not email, another message on the chat the second day. Hey man, for you to complete the purchase, we give you 10% off just today. Buy right now. The third day, hey man, we give you 15% off. So you can retarget these people and make sure to increase your amount of sales. It's a great automation tool that allows you to reach out to more customers in a more personal way. If you come up with a nice message in those chats and give them some value, they just need to open, like yes, no, download, yeah, it's simple question and answers, and has a great opening rate. So you can really actually get in touch with your potential buyers.
I'm not sure if I'm right or not, guys, but because I know you're doing, guys, the course, but I think ManyChat it's going to be easier thing to learn. Okay, I'm not saying it's easy, but it's going to be easier to learn. Creating the Facebook page is going to be easy, but getting the traffic to it, that's where you need a very good Facebook ad strategy. I was thinking about how to do it. What should I do? Learn ManyChat first? No, I think you should. I'm not sure, but you guys tell me, please, because I'm going to get Facebook ads first, right?
You're 100% right. ManyChat is just a tool that allow you to get in touch with more customers and have better opening rates for those messages. But the juice, the whole thing is behind the strategy of finding your right audience. Whatever you're selling on the internet, you need to identify first who's your buyer, who's got your money, who's willing to buy your products. And the only tool that today gives you the opportunity is Facebook, because Facebook has data that's creepy and scary, but Facebook has data about everybody. And so you can target whatever audience you want. You can target whatever interest you want. And the way you do Facebook ads, that's what has to be learned, because it takes some time. But it's kind of like an inception of interest. Okay, you start from broad interests, and then you let the Facebook ad run for like 2 or 3 days. Then you get the first results. Then you're going to retarget those results or lookalike audiences, and then you're gonna split those lookalike audiences into, for example, percentage of people that watch 95% of the Facebook video. If you have a video about a product or the video, for example, or how much time they spent on your page. So there's a lot to learn, but Saad, you are 100% correct. It's not manage chat. Manage chat is just like the end of the whole thing. You need to learn how to find your audience. And guys, in this Facebook course that is going to be related to Amazon and also to Shopify, which is going to be, it's another course that we are working on very hard, and it's going to come out soon. We're going to show you how to find your audience, and so how you can market, how you can launch even products with minimum effort without needing to beg for reviews and ask for reviews right or left. You can build your audience on Facebook, your Facebook page, target the right people, get the right people to like your page, do like a fan page with 3, 4, 5,000 people in a short amount of time, and then when you launch a product, you market to those people because they are your buyers, and then you can retarget them anytime you're launching your product, so you get a bunch of sales, basically almost for free, because you just need to run a simple Facebook ad, and you can build your own launch strategy like that, for example, without doing any other type of giveaway service out there. Of course, these are systems that you need to learn how it works, so it doesn't happen overnight, like everything that you learn. But that's the way to go. When you want to do online sales, you need to identify who your target is, and the best way to do it is by leveraging Facebook.
Exactly, guys. I mean, that's where I start looking at it. It's just like the egg and the chicken again. Which one comes first? It's just me. That's I was like, man, what's going on here? But yeah,
we have been looking at a lot, like crazy. We have been studying every day and testing, and we're gonna launch a few Shopify stores very soon. It's just amazing, guys. It's a serious money here, like serious money, and I can't wait to get that course done, because I mean, the more we watch videos, the more we learn. We go like, wow, it's like a whole different universe outside Amazon. There's so many ways to make money in e-commerce that is almost ridiculous.
And let me give you a little bit tip, a little bit like hint in advance. We're gonna give you a strategy how to combine your Amazon knowledge, because we come from the Amazon world, and combine the Facebook ads knowledge and Shopify reality to actually kill it on Shopify as well. A lot of people, they sell on Shopify by finding like drop shipping from China, AliExpress, whatever, which is a way to do it. But if you think broad, if you think as a brand, if you combine differentiation with you can actually scale it and get to own your own customer list. The customer is yours. You can retarget them whatever you want. You don't need to compete with anybody else because it's your store, so you can charge whatever you want. And it's as big as Amazon, I would say. That's why it needs time to be explained and to learn it. But it's we're gonna give you the way how to leverage Shopify with your Amazon knowledge, coming from an Amazon perspective.
You know what? That's I'm very glad you guys are touching on this, because we created a Shopify store for an audience, but how we target them, not through Facebook actually. And that's the thing that I would like to get into. It's more about getting influencers to be able to promote your product instead.
That's another way. That's another great way, like Instagram or YouTube. More Instagram actually for Shopify.
Video is also, I think the video is probably the best way to advertise your product. You create a killer video, like something that really generate interest. I mean, it's just about creating the video. You may have any product. I mean, gotta be a good product, right? But you create the right video and you put that in front of people, you're gonna get sales. That's 100% sure. You just need to target the right people. Not being able to, or being willing to spend money. I mean, Facebook ads is just very similar to advertisement in Amazon at the beginning. You need to be willing to pay in front and go into split testing until you get it right, and then boom, it's an explosion. It's just, I mean, we're talking about millions here, right? Millions. and it's just amazing. Can't wait for that for sure.
I cannot wait for that too.
You can target these people on, like, for example, you said you build a niche store, which is amazing. So reach out to the people in that niche on Instagram, and I'm talking about niche pages or single people that are in your niche, and ask them how much they charge for featuring one of your ads on their page for like few hours, 6 hours or 24 hours. Usually it's best when you do like a few hours, like 4 or 6 hours, and pay them. And the return you can have on those ads is just amazing. I mean, you get like people with 2-3 million followers. Do you have any idea how many sales? If you want to make like 1% return on sales, well, it's gonna change your
You know what was the issue? I mean, I don't know if it's that I did it the stupid way. I don't know. I mean, I don't know much about it. I just was like, let me. I mean, let me touch on it. We built the store according to the influencers. So we found the influencers. Then we built the store according to how many people we can find influencers that are actually doing marketing. So I don't know if that's the right strategy or not.
No, I mean, it's about putting your product in front of the right people, and then you need to find where the right people are, who's your audience, and where they're hanging out.
That's what we did. We found the influencers first, and then we built the Shopify according to the influencers we found.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, if do you put a product in front of them? Do you advertise on that page?
That's what we're doing now. We actually communicated. I mean, we contacted many of them. Some of them that are actually cheap, 60, 80 bucks. Some of them are 300 bucks, 400 bucks, 500 bucks. My strategy, I'm thinking, is like go with the cheapest, see how they react, and then choose someone with expensive, and see what's the difference, and then have different slots for the whole because you can do like 2 to 3 times during the week, and you'll be able to have multiple of them, so you can cover up the whole week for you, and you'll be able to pay them. That's what I'm thinking, but hopefully it works. But I'm not sure. I mean, I'm very new in it. I don't know much about it. So
yeah, just give you a number. If you reach out to an influencer with 5,000 people in your niche, very targeted, and you present a product for that specific niche, 500,000 people followers, you're gonna get 1% conversion rate. You make 5,000 sales. Like, it's that fast.
It is this. I mean, it's a wrong idea. People believe that all sales in the world or United States happen through Amazon. And Amazon is a beautiful market, and we love it. I mean, we live from Amazon, but there's a lot of money going on outside Amazon as well. And Facebook and Google Hours that will be secondary are great ways to reach out to those people. So guys, I'm looking forward to that. Just wait for it, guys.
It's 47% Amazon. So imagine the rest, right? 53%. Where is that coming? Let's go ahead and make that money, right? Yeah. It's just about the work you put in.
People buy from anywhere. People want to buy products. They buy. If you convince them on your website or whatever, they buy anyways. So I say this because David is right. Sometimes, Amazon sellers, they come from the idea that, oh no, business only happens on Amazon. That's not the way it works. Like,
it's a whole world going on.
Yeah. And plus, when you sell on your own store, you can basically, if you drop ship, for example, you can sell all around the world in few clicks. You don't need to have inventory or whatever. So,
and you guys are gonna also mention to them that you don't need to be the website creator. You don't need to be all the stuff. Like me, I don't know how to create a website. I just found someone who created the website. I told them the products I need to be in, put them in, and that's it. So it's gonna be easier. Don't think about it as, I have to create this, I have to create this, I have to create this. All we need to do, maybe creating influencers and make sure that you have the merchandise, or you're going to drop ship them, whatever you want to do, and you should be fine. Am I correct? You're going to be able to automate them also?
Yeah, bro. Man, right, so, talk about, man.
I don't know. I just start talking about it because I get
it's exciting,
something new. When the first time heard about Amazon.
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly what's happening right now.
And what excites me the most is combining Amazon with Shopify. I love that idea. I believe in that. It's doable, 100%. Thinking outside the box. I have like the whole plan how to do it. So that's why we want to explain that. We want to do, like in our course, we're gonna go very deep on that, man. Really, I think Amazon sellers can really have an edge in the Shopify market against other sellers, because we have a different mentality. We think about differentiation. We don't just think about flip a product and make sales. We think about how to give a better experience. If you combine that with Shopify, man, you can kill it.
All right, so we're very excited.
Shopify, to say your own website store, whatever you use, you know what I mean? Like, not just Shopify, whatever it is, like.
I mean, if you have the email list, you can do whatever you want.
That's
Get to anywhere you want, you know.
That's a very good point because and thank you for bringing that up. Because I mean, Shopify more. I mean, you can use WordPress to do drop shipping, but Shopify is ideal. I mean, they have this plugin called Overload, which you basically you can make everything automatic from AliExpress. So you get you get the sell, and automatically the system will buy the product from AliExpress. But you can do the same with WordPress, you know, any of the other platforms that are out there. So if you have a WordPress store, so don't be scared. You can do that as well with that.
So I know who I'm gonna call next for a WordPress website, but this time is a good one, not like the first one you created. So
This whole story always comes up.
I has to come. I still, you know how many clients I see their beautiful websites, and I'll be like, what happened to mine?
He used you as a test. Like,
yeah, he was like, oh, let me learn on Saad. I was like, okay.
I'm being a learning experience.
And I'm talking about like 100 times better. It's not like, oh, only missed this. But hey, I know. You know what? I'm just joking. David is always there.
1,000 waxes later. I mean, you're supposed to do this.
you're supposed
to. All right, so guys, now you heard it. It's basically he learned everything from my website, the one that he created. Esther says, Audrey, Dan will be covering Facebook and ManyChat in his training next Tuesday. It's at the European chat. Yes, guys, go. I mean, I don't know, but according to Esther, just go ahead and check it in the members area. Check the European and tune in. I'm sure it's not going to be as detailed because he's not a detailed person, Dan, but hopefully we get a little bit. Lucas says, Tyree, one thing I would consider including is that they are responsible for the monetary reimbursement for defective product and will expect it to issue a refund. Saad, what do you think? What do you guys think? Exactly. If you do anything, just say, hey, if it goes more than 3%, 4% defect rate, they're responsible for it. They'll be able to replace those products for the next order. What's up, Kiwi? Kiwi's the house. What's up, brother?
What's going on?
Ivan says, I noticed that the same private label brand is being sold by two separate store seller accounts. Each store sells slightly different product, but under the same brand. I was wondering if this is legit. I found out it's the same private label brand is being sold by two separate stores seller account. Each store sells slightly different product, but under the same brand. I was wondering if this is legit.
I mean, if it's the same seller, let's say it's the same person that has two different seller accounts, what they're doing is they're trying to protect themselves and lower the chances of, you know, if you get a suspension, you still can sell with the other account. You make less sales because you're going to split the sales between one and the other, but at the same time, you're also covering yourself. So that could be a reason why this person is doing that. Because I think, you know, like sometimes they can be the same person.
Yeah. It's against them in terms of service, no? I mean, you cannot have the two accounts selling the same product. But you know what? I think, what's up, bro? Do you hear him?
No, you got 47. I said you cannot have two accounts, but there's people that has 30. So
yeah, you know, you're right. You're right. But you know, you're right. 100%. You know what? I agree. But you know what? If it has a very good, the market has very good demand, has a lot of things, he might get even more sales if it was only one, and he would get more real estate with that. Yeah. Sunshine, which is Florida. Can I add my UPC to my retail box? And if I do that, do I need to add FNSQ to ship it to Amazon?
No, you only need to add the UPC, and you're good also for Amazon. UPC is the universal product non-identifier, a similar word, but you only need that one if you want to sell on Amazon or offline or all around the world. If you only want to sell on Amazon, you need to put either the UPC or the FNSQ. If you want to sell retail, you don't need the FNSQ, just put the UPC code and that's it.
Oh my God, I lost the question. Okay. I think Regina says, I have contacted several suppliers and now working on pricing and differentiation. I hope it all works out. Once the deal worked out, what are the next steps to get the inspection done and shipping, etc.?
Did you answer a Brittany question? Or maybe I lost it.
I am going through them all. I supposed to be. Yeah, Brittany. She was just talking about that she's selling all her stuff and her.
That was the question. Sorry, brother.
No, I'm not Danilo. I go through the questions right. Remember last time, even Tony couldn't read his question, even was very visible to everyone.
Right.
So, what do you think, guys? Oh, whoa, I lost the question again. I have contacted several suppliers and now working on pricing and differentiation. I hope it all works out. Once the deal is worked out, what are the next steps to get the inspection done and shipping and etc.?
Guys, go ahead because I lost this question, so I'm trying to find it again.
What's the question again?
Regina already she got contacted suppliers and already working on pricing and differentiation, and now she just said what's next, what she has to do for getting the inspection and shipping.
Yeah, I mean, once you, as you said, once you make a deal on price and quality and differentiation, you want to do inspection once the products are ready to be shipped. So before being shipped, you might want to send an inspection agent there and have them, check your products. We do offer that as just one time. With our sourcing office in China, we can also do inspection. So you might also want to double check that in our tools page, in our products page. And that's when you want to do inspection. After that, you need to pay for the shipping. Attach the credit shipment plan on your Seller Central account. Give the barcode, the carton shipping labels to your supplier. He's going to have to attach them to each one of the master cartons, and plus a label from the supplier with all the information about the products, their company name, their address, phone number, made in China, everything on the master carton as well. And then just ship it to Amazon. Usually we suggest air express shipping in the beginning. And that should be pretty much it. Then they get to Amazon, you start hopefully making sales.
I recommend you also to watch the find section and build section and launch section. You will have more details than here because there's a lot of steps to be included, but Danilo covered it all. Thank you, brother. Sanchez a Kiwi, are you going to China trip? We'll see what it says. And what's the average amount spent on PPC and promotion and any other charges accounts for? It all depends on PPC. It differs from one product to another, and the budget is gonna be different. So we cannot give you a straight answer. But I mean, it depends what kind of seller are you? Are you very aggressive? Like Danilo spends $1,000 a day, no problem. Or you want to be like me, which is going to spend maybe 100, 200, 300 bucks max. It all depends what it is, if you want to go faster or not. So there's a lot to do. And anyways, you're not going to have extra money to be able to spend from your pocket. You're just going to spend from the profit that you're making. So if you have a $10 margin in your product, if you want to spend all that profit into your PPC, you should be good to go. Just get deducted from your account and you should be good to go. I'm just going to go through them a little bit faster, guys, okay, just because we have a few questions. The BSR rule, the same for books, for retail arbitrage, or is it allowed to be higher? I have a ton of homes to get rid of. I think you need to check them. I wouldn't sell anything over 200,000 BSR. The book game is very hard now because Amazon is all over it, and there's a lot of sellers with the penny sellers, so the profits are not there as much. But I would highly recommend that you sell other things, electronics, video games, sell his PS4, PS3, sell your boyfriend's tools, maybe if you want. Sell everything that he has.
Underwear.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? Just do it. And if he has brand new shoes that you just gave him for his birthday, I think if he doesn't wear them, go ahead and sell them. Greg says, I just came back. However, Danilo might twist my arms. Sanchez says, I'm looking forward to see you there. How can I help Danilo to do better job in twisting? He's Italian. Just send him $1,000 and he will forget about it. He will take care of him. Only $1,000. I don't want to defend anybody. I was just joking, guys. Please don't say, hey, this guy's giving me now a bit. Now he's like, oh, he insulted all the Italians.
I like the $1,000 strategy. So why?
Yeah, I'm just saying $1,000, you know. And you would get the protection that you need, Sunshine.
Right.
Now we have Danilo. Danilo, thank you so much, brother. Thank you, Lucas.
No problem.
Does anyone use the Amazon coupon option inside Seller Central? Good idea, bad idea? I think it's a great idea. Do it. Most of people do not redeem it, but it looks very good on the listings. No?
I have it as well, but as you said, many people don't even use it. So I think it's
They think it's included, right?
Yeah.
Most of them, they think it's included in the price. They don't check the mark on it. Sunshine says, Kiwi, I have a patent product. I would like to talk to you about it. Can I add my UPC to ask this question? Brittany says, Saad, when you do RA, do you send it FBM or do you send it FBA to Amazon Canada? Always FBA. There's only FBM for specific products that I put FBM. Whether I would like to test them, I'm not sure if they're going to sell or not, or they're bigger items or they're seasonal items I would like to test. I put them as an FBM. There's higher price item products that I do right now. For example, vintage toys, Marvels, and all the stuff that you see in back of my office. They're $300, $400. I'd rather do them FBM and get them sent. But if I was in the States, I would send everything FBA. It will be stupid not to, honestly. I mean, oh my God. I mean, I just hear everything I get it for 1 day, 2 days in Amazon. I was like surprised. In Canada, it's a little bit different. So yes, send them FBA mostly, FBM only for special cases. Saad, are you live from a booth in the Rainforest Cafe?
Correct. You made fun of Saad already. You're too late, man. You already made fun of that.
Yeah, they already wiped the floor with my face with that forest I have in the back. So I took my share with the forest. I'm playing with things, man. Avatar is my friend now.
Yeah.
Now we have Sue. How is the Judy? We asked it. Sue says, "How is the Judy Toolbox updates? There seem a few bugs. Wow, that sounds exciting. When are we getting trained on Shopify?" Yes, Judy Toolbox updates are actually working on it. We're working on a lot of things on the Judy Toolbox. So just be patient. We're changing a lot of things into it. So that's why you might find any bugs. But please, if you have any issue with it, just send it. If there's anything immediate, if any bug, will be fixed right away. But any new features are going to take a little bit longer time. But anything you have, just contact the customer support and they will take care of you and they will fix the bug. Please, if there's a bug, please let us know because we need to fix it as soon as we can. Audrey, Angela, I have a lot of problems too with the Judy Toolbox. Audrey and Sue, please send the email. Let us know what's up because I mean, I'm not happy with that either. And if there's a problem, it needs to be fixed. You're paying for a service and we'll make sure it's good. And please send it. And Sue, I know I have my meeting with you. Please let me know what is it. But Audrey, please send it to the customer service there. If it's not, just send me an email at Saad, SAAD for sure, at justonedime.com. And I will forward it to them and I'll rush it and see what's going on there, please. Craig says, Saad, that's right. Find people and match product to the niche they belong to. Facebook is a niche. Amazon is keywords. Thank you, Kiwi. I mean, Kiwi knows everything about it. So I hope. I mean, thank you so much, Greg. I hope I'm doing the right thing, but I'm not sure yet. I'll let you know about the updates if anything happens. Lucas says, okay, we have, guys, we're going to take 2 more questions and then I'm going to let those little, oh my God, Lucas, you have a Bible today. He's watching Dan's webinars for sure because this question has 4 parts.
Oh, well, let me go make a cup.
Okay, so have a good day, Lucas. Thank you so much for your cooperation. We quit. All right.
Boy, bring the cup, please. Dark one.
Honey, make the lunch, make the supper. We have a long night. I'm not waiting until 11 o'clock. All right.
Go to bed, honey. Go to bed. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, go. It's okay. That's it. I'm leaving. All right. So, oh my God. Is it okay, Lucas? That's how we're gonna play it, man.
Ready.
What happened to David? David went in a coma. Is he sleeping?
All my energies was at the beginning. I was talking a lot of gas.
All right, so guys, get your Red Bull on. We have the I'm even lazy to read it. Like when I get the message from Dan, they're books, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna read the first sentence and the last sentence, and I'm gonna make sense of them. What's in between? All right, so guys, part one,
Just
guys.
joking, bro. Just joking.
Okay, guys, you are all talking about that awesome social media presence. I'm loving learning it myself lately, but I'm interested in finding someone who could represent our brand via YouTube channel. Part Part two, my challenge is to in creating consistency in video content. I have decided I want someone else to handle this. My thoughts are to hire. I'm also considering partnering. Would you consider partnering with a specialist in your niche or just hire? My challenge is to in creating consistent video content. I have decided I want someone else to handle this. My thoughts are to hire for it.
The good news is that he repeated the same question twice.
Thank God. I mean, all of it is all connected, which is awesome.
So the question is very short.
Yeah. So basically, he's saying he wants to partner or hire someone to be able to do all this YouTube, content and all this stuff. What do you think, guys? What's your thinking?
Danilo, I'm just gonna ask a part, and then you go for the next one. I think yes. I mean, I don't like partnership with contractors. I mean, it's just I pay for it. Like for example, my blogs, I pretty much create a blog for every business that I do. Like if you go to just on the godhost.com, you will have a blog section. We have a person there adding content every day. That content right now is bringing me people to the website because they're finding the content on Google, and those people are potentially can become customers as well. When it comes to YouTube, it's a different animal because creating videos is a really painful process. I can tell you that. I mean, I've been working in my channel. I mean, I got over 60 videos, and it's extremely time consuming. So if you can't do yourself, I mean, you just can't pay a guy. I used to do that a lot. I mean, I had this website about tutorials. I believe it was Photoshop tutorials. So every time that my copywriter create me a blog post just explaining a tutorial how to do a specific stuff on Photoshop, I would give this guy the video, and he would create exactly the same tutorial, but in a video, just explaining how to do it in a video. And it was actually really cool, and it worked really well because actually that channel I have about 400 subscribers. I mean, it's not much, and I did about 10, 15 videos, but this is just a way that you can definitely create content for your customers, for your brand. And YouTube is just amazing. It's just amazing what you can do with YouTube. Like the conversion rates are super high once people start following you. It's just crazy. So that's my opinion. That's what I would do. I don't know, Danilo, what's up with you, brother?
No, I mean talk about partner. Can you guys twice?
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, let's go down.
Okay, so partnering with people, influencers in your niche, as David said, I would not do it unless it makes real sense and you can trust these people. I would just pay them for the service, pay them for the video, whatever, or like pay them a monthly fee, or just give them like an affiliate link that they can make money off of the sales that happened under the video, for example. That's maybe the best way to do it because it will bring money to you and money to them at the same time. Yes, my son is right. And that's how you basically, usually that's how most of the people, they do it when they partner. They just give affiliate links. And so when they make sales, they can make money as well. I would actually go that route. The other part of your question, let's see, what was it? Social media presence. So we talked about these. Okay, find someone. Yeah, man, I think that's what I would do. I would just give them an affiliate link. You can create your affiliate link on Amazon itself. I think it's called Amazon
Associates.
Exactly. Yep. You create your own link. Give it to them. Put the link under the description under any YouTube video that they will create for you, and any sales that happens from there, they can make money off of it. Maybe at the beginning you can give them, you can pay them because at the beginning you're not going to make sales, but after that, when sales start coming in, you can actually just rely on those sales.
And working on your own channel as well. I mean, it's so. I like it that way. Like I'm very patient, so I can take my time to create something. So, but you think if you have the content, just create the content yourself, or just pay someone to create that content. If you're patient and you're giving good content to in YouTube, like good videos, over time, I promise you, you're gonna start getting the subscriber, you're gonna start getting the views. Just one video can get you 30, 40,000 views over time. That's a lot of money in sales. So that's something extra. The same apply for the website. When you create a website, people want to see the visitors right away. It doesn't work that way. You need to work on the website, do SEO, create constant, good content constantly, and then over time, after 6, 7, 8 months, you're gonna start seeing the results. For example, the channel that we create for Just One Day in Espanol, I've been 7 months now. I've been working for 7 months, like creating content every day, over 60 videos. And right now we have over 800 subscribers, and half of those subscribers happens in the last 30 days. So now it's picking up, right? So it takes time. So like the first 3, 4, 5 months was just working basically for nothing. I mean, I was working for something, but without any results. So the same apply for in this case. That's the way I would do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. We have a few questions, guys. We need to create the listing in order to tell the manufacturer which warehouse they will be shipping my product, correct? Yes, you have to do it because that's how you're going to get your FSQ at the same time to be able to replenish that specific item. Tyree, please go ahead, watch the build section and the launch section because that's where you're going to find all the information that you need. Esther, she says 1K just a day worth of PPC from, I suspect, charge more for his arm twisting service. Yes, that's okay. He's happy with 1,000.
Hey,
I have a bit.
I don't want to be that guy, but we're 15 minutes over.
Okay, you are that guy. You are that guy. You're counting the minutes. You are that guy. Thanks for. I don't want to be that guy, but guys, you know what? I just want to reply back to Lucas and tell him, brother, I love you too, brother. We love you, all of us. We were just joking, brother. I know he's just saying, I love you guys. Thank you so much. We love you too, brother. Brittany says, David, Danilo, and Saad, I would love to partner up with one of you guys on a partner, and just let me know. I would partner only with someone who's gonna do a YouTube channel now. That's it. If anybody wants to do a YouTube channel, I would more than be happy to start with them YouTube channel and then start something with them, whether it's a product or whatever it is. I think that's where the money is now, email list, and David is doing the right thing. It's creating the channel. I'm just not very tech savvy with uploading the videos. Maybe I can talk my brains out, but to take those photos and do this stuff, I'm not consistent, but I will show up every day. So if anybody's there, it will be awesome. And that's it, guys. So see, I don't want to be that guy, but the time is up and the questions are done. So now we're ready to actually tell them, thank you so much for being here, guys, every day. Thank you for being always on Wednesdays here, asking the questions. With your questions, a lot of people learn from it, and we're very excited to do those Wednesdays because I really enjoy them. And guys, any last thoughts? Because I have Danilo frozen, or it's only me. He looks like he fell asleep in one thing. So, brother, David, any last thoughts, brother?
Well, thank you. As always, a pleasure. See you next Wednesday. Man, yes. That's after an hour, the English skills start decreasing. Like they go like, I'm tired. I need to go to bed and sleep.
That's what I tell them. Tell them David has a recording for 1 hour. This is not the real David. It's all pre-recorded. What do you see?
My average English lesson for an hour. Just thank you very much for being with us, like every Wednesday. We really enjoy this time. We have always great time with you, and thank you for being here all the time and listening to what we say.
Take care, guys. Have yourself a wonderful night. See you next Wednesday, and have yourself a wonderful, wonderful week. Take care, guys.
Good night, guys.
Good night.